Tell me if you agree with this
No.
or not. Last warning, Dom. Tell me if you agree with this or not. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Do you agree with that, not agree with that, or like what do you think? Someone kind of tell me, raise your hand, kind of tell me. Do you have, yeah, go ahead, Caleb. What do you think?
I'm just gonna say I'm around Braden and this guy a lot, and I've been getting better at sequence since I've been starting to hang out with them. Like, as Braden yesterday, where's he at? He's trying to walk away, but he knows. Beat him in the series yesterday. He's trying to walk away, act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And this guy, this guy, he's staying quiet because, you know, I'm that guy.
All right. Tyler, what are your thoughts?
I am average. I would say I'm about average to more towards Dom, but a little bit average on my side.
Okay.
So I'm like in the middle of both.
Right. When you say average on your side, do you mean like you independently or like your folks at home?
Me independently.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. Go ahead, Gabe.
Talking about home life or here?
In general, what do you think? Let me say the statement again. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Oh no, I'm not.
You're not that? Okay. All right. Like not at all?
I'm unique in my own way.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Isaiah?
I feel like that's true, but some people have like stronger personalities.
Okay.
That, like if they were put around 5 people and they were with them for like 4 months, their personality might be so dominant that the other people start like acting like them, or there's a couple in the group that act like themselves, and the other 2 are influenced by that.
I got you. I think that's a really good point. You guys kind of hear what Isaiah said?
Not at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so in a nutshell, and Isaiah, you tell me if I kind of got this right. Basically, it's saying that there's 5 people, there's people around you that influence you, but some people have stronger influences based on maybe personality or perception, or maybe your view of them. You didn't really say that, but I could throw that in there too. Kind of your perception of them. So some people might have a stronger influence based on who they are and that sort of thing within your circles. Is that kind of in general kind of what you were saying, Isaiah?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, I like that. So some of you said like right away when I said that statement, right away you were kind of like, yeah, you know, you kind of agreed with that or whatever. And like Caleb said, he agreed with that, which makes sense, you know, kind of talking about the influence. Tyler said kind of half influence and then kind of like half himself. Gabe said, not at all, I'm kind of like my own person, that sort of thing.
Unique in my own way.
So the idea is, and this is kind of how I would want to share with you guys about that statement specifically, and we're going to get into, there's a reason why I asked that question. I would say it's both and, because you are an independent person, you do have your own thoughts, you do have your own ideas and who you are, and you still can choose who you are and what you do, correct? You can even choose even personality, what you do, that sort of thing. Now some of it may be unnatural or might not be what you're used to, but you still are choosing how you respond and how you react to the world, including yourself and others. But it is also true that the world, people around us, whatever it is, they do influence us. We really can't get away from that. Isaiah kind of said it, Tyler said it, Gabe said it in a different way. But we also, I don't know if control is the right word, but we also allow or disallow people to have influence on us, if that makes sense. So if you see someone that may be a poor influence, you can say, okay, you know, I mean, I hear you and I see you, but I'm going to kind of keep my distance or keep some boundaries with you. Or there may be another person that may be a really good influence, and you can choose consciously. You can say, I'm going to allow that person in closer because I want more influence from that person. Maybe they're further ahead, or maybe there's an attribute that you like about them or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Here's what I want to say, and this kind of gets into the lesson a little bit. Psychologically, like this isn't like me making it up. This is like psychologically, tests have been run, that sort of thing. Psychologically, nobody is truly a lone wolf. It doesn't happen. Even someone who, in behavior-wise, is like a lone wolf, inside they're still a relational, social being. We're designed that way. Human beings are social creatures, so to speak. We may want to think that we're lone wolves. We may want to think that we really don't care what other people do or what other people think, that sort of thing. And we can choose, again, that influence level on us, but ultimately, deep down, we are social creatures. We can't get away from that nature. Now, it may be true that some people's opinions might not matter to us. We can hear someone's opinion, or we can see what someone's doing and say, I don't want that kind of influence in my life. We can do that. But overall, there's no escaping that we are relational creatures. I get the fear and the pain of not wanting to allow certain people, or anybody, depending on the pain or maybe your history, of not wanting to let people into our lives. I get that. We all have been lied to. We all have been cheated. We all have felt angry. That's happened to us. Every single person, whether staff or resident here. And much of that pain is rightly so. There's victimization, and then there's agency. Victimization are those things that happen to us. Legitimately, we're victimized in one way or another. And agency is when we respond in a negative way. So we both have that. It's not 50-50, but we have those two sides. Victimization, things bad do happen to us, that's recognized. And then agency, we then in turn, if we choose to, we can respond in a negative way, whether that's through attitude or voice or speech or even physical or spatial or whatever it is. Yes, sir.
What's the definition of agency? I never heard you use it before.
Sure. Agency is what you choose to do. So you become an agent of something. So if I want to be just throw an example, an agent of kindness, for example, I'm going to share what I have with others. The sharing shows the evidence of my agency of being kind. Does that make sense? Agency is what we do. So, and that's from us going out. Victimization is from out coming in. And in the context that I'm talking about, it's in a negative way. Does that make sense? But it can be positive or negative in the example. Did I confuse it?
No.
Okay. All right, sorry. Okay. Many of us, because we've been lied to or cheated or betrayed or abandoned, whatever, we may have done something that's called, we've developed never again statements. Have you ever heard me use that phrase before? I've used it, but I don't know if it was with this group or not. We developed what's called never again statements. And what that means is we've been hurt in a certain way, and then we've said, really in our innermost being, our id or our soul, we've said, never again
I'm not gonna do that.
am I going to be hurt in that way.
Right.
Because if I did something that caused pain or anguish or whatever, I may say, I'm not going to ever do that again. I've developed a never again statement. So we'll do that for ourselves, and also we'll do those for those directly we're responsible for, like kids one day for you guys. Yes, sir? Gabe?
You kind of just answered my question a little bit, but like, it was like never gonna be like that.
Yeah, that's a good example. If there's something like maybe about like a loved one, like your father, or a teacher, or just someone that they did something that you really felt was very bad. And usually never again statements come from when that victimization was your own. So they did something bad in your direction, right? And so you would say never again, or I'm never going to be like so-and-so. So that would be, I would say, a never again statement. I'm gonna use these cookies to weigh down my my paper. There. Maybe. Oh, it's not gonna stay. Maybe I can do it that way. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. The paper is driving me crazy.
Use your water bottle.
Yeah, but it's like
Hey,
wet.
There's
It's
a
got,
mystery box. If you take a cookie out, it'll have more friction on the paper. It's like mystery box is
oh, maybe heavy enough. I'll try it like that.
I mean, something
There we go.
It
Try it like
probably is the dog food. You're just trying to play it
that.
off.
No, it's not the dog food. They did serve cat food though too. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Where are we at? So never again statements. Everyone has never again statements in us. Does anyone want to share? And don't use any names or specific situations or whatever. You don't feel comfortable, that's okay. But like Gabe used the example, I'm never going to be like so-and-so. He didn't name the person. But does anyone have a never again statement that you can think of off the top of your head that you want to share? Junior?
Not gonna be my dad.
Never going to be your dad. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, and that would come from pain. That would come from, or at least perceived pain. Caleb?
I'm never gonna fail a drug test.
Okay. Okay. Again, you gotta read. You gotta put again on the sentence. Yeah.
Well, again.
Okay.
Well, and I'm never coming to Pineview again. I'm never getting locked up again.
You never gonna come to Pineview ever again?
Not
What-
even to visit.
What if
Not
you
even
What if
to
you
visit.
come like in 10 years as a staff or something?
No,
No.
they
What if you
got-
come
they
to
got
man,
paid crappy
come
here.
on, man. You
I
know.
play volleyball,
I know.
but I know the pay here, and it ain't.
Oh, you know the pay here.
Are
Okay.
you selling?
Gabe, go ahead.
On never drink alcohol.
All right, so all those statements.
Again.
I'm
No,
not,
never.
But then
I'm
you have to
never-
say again,
hold on, hold
that's
on.
the point.
I've
Hold
never
on.
done it though.
But then you can't say that.
Well, I got one.
you got one?
I'll never trust a female again.
All those statements
Know you like boys.
came from pain. Hold on. So Junior's and Gabe's and Caleb's, Elijah, Thomas. Don't be funny.
I'll never steal.
I don't do stuff they do.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I'm being
The
dead
shoe don't
serious.
fit, don't wear it. But yeah,
Okay. Is that an never again statement?
nah, that just caught me off guard. I was gonna say something, but yeah,
Okay. Do you have a never again statement?
yes.
Okay.
I'll never commit a crime again.
Okay. Because you don't want to what?
I don't want to come back to a place like this.
You don't want to face consequences, right?
No, I don't want to come back to a place like this.
This kind of
Or any consequences, right? A place like this, you want placement, lockup, whatever. Hold on, Elijah. Hold on. This way, Elijah. So the point is, your never again statements, and we all have them. I got them. The staff have them. You got them. Something happened in your life, whether through victimization or through the consequences of your agency, and you said, I'm never going to do that thing again, or I'm never going to put myself in that situation again. I'm never going to be around that type of person again. I'm never going to let them in, or I'm never going to become that type of person.
All
Those
right.
are what's called never again statements. Yes, sir?
I'm never gonna become a stereotype.
Okay. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Like you feel me? People say you like chicken. Like you steal.
Okay.
If you steal one thing, they call you a thief.
I got you.
No.
So like one mistake or whatever, you're saying would define you as a person. I got you. And what you want to do is you want to prove that wrong.
Yeah,
I'll never become a stereotype, so therefore my behavior, my conduct is going to prove that stereotype wrong about me, correct? Okay, I like it. Very good. Thank you. All right. Here's what's really going to make a difference. Whether it defines you or not, whether it makes you who you are or not, we cannot deny that other people in some form or fashion do influence us. Are you guys familiar with the not concentric, well, I guess it'd be concentric circles of relationship? Are you guys familiar with this at all? The circle in a circle in a circle in a circle? No? Okay. I'm gonna do this for Dominic. You guys
You're gonna
ready?
get stung,
I think
Rodney.
so.
There's a bee flying around you trying
That's
to lay
literally
It's okay.
crawled on my
It's
hand.
okay.
Dude, he's,
I promise you'll
Bro,
be
I'm
okay. I
allergic to
promise you'll
bees.
be
I'm
okay.
scared.
he's
I don't want to die.
How do you do that, bro? I can't.
He was
What?
just crawling
It's
on
like
my hand.
Junior is just like right.
He chilled.
Okay, pay attention. So this is you. Okay, we're gonna put you right here.
Why am I in the middle?
Inside this circle here, these are your closest people. Later, if you guys get married, this would be your spouse, this would be your
Family.
kids. Right now, this would be like maybe your mom and dad, guardians, stuff like that.
Your friends,
Siblings, maybe friends. It depends on what you've done with your circles, and I'm gonna get into that. So these people in here, these are your closest people. Do you think you'd have a lot of people in that circle or a few people in that circle? Would there be 100 or would there be like 10?
Be like a couple.
Like
Very few.
2.
There'd be few, most likely. There'd be few people in this circle. This out here, this would be like other family. This would be like aunts, uncles, that sort of thing.
Pets.
And then maybe friends. Elijah, I think you mentioned friends. So this would be like
Yeah,
other
that was me, bro.
family, close friends, that sort of thing. Okay. Further out, this would be like outside friends, acquaintances,
Mutuals.
that sort of thing. Yeah, friends of friends, mutuals, that sort of thing. And then out here, these are just kind of be people that they just know. You know of them. You may kind of think about, you kind of know them a little
Like
bit. but
celebrities.
maybe, well, no, I don't mean like celebrities. I mean people you actually personally know, but you don't really spend time with them. Maybe you've never gone out to lunch with them or really spent any real time with them, but you know of them, that sort of thing, like personally, right? And then there'd be people out here like
Strangers.
celebrities, people that you've maybe heard of, but to you, they'd be strangers. Like you might know them, but they don't what?
No, you.
They don't know you, right?
That's kinda
So
sad
here's
that
the
you say
thing about these circles. Who's in control of who's in what circle or what
Me.
rim?
Us.
that. Yourself.
You are,
Yeah,
right.
you.
So you choose who's in or out of these circles. And depending on your relationship with them, depending on stuff that happens. So say, for example, you have someone on your innermost circle, right? You guys paying attention?
Yeah.
Your innermost circle. What if, and so if they're in your innermost circle, you probably do what? You probably share some what with them? Starts with T, ends with ust.
Trust.
You probably trust them, right? So that means if they betray you, then what happens to the circle?
They go out ring.
They go out somewhere. Maybe they jump a couple, right?
They're
maybe
not on the board anymore.
maybe they're
They
out here.
out. They all the way out.
Yeah, no,
Maybe.
they off the board.
Maybe
They on that
they're
street.
gone, right? That's possible.
Yeah, man.
It's really,
They're in Canada.
really important of who you allow in that inner circle, Thomas.
You see, I don't get that close to people, man.
Okay.
Only family and my girl. I don't get that close to people. Cause stuff like that.
Okay, you just said family and your girl. How many people total is that? Family, how many are you talking? 4, 5, 6,
Like
2?
5, 6.
Okay, 5 or 6?
Plus my girl, like 7.
Okay, so you're saying you have 7 people in here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just said you don't get close to people though.
Yeah, I don't get close
Wait.
to people like that. Like
You don't
people, I
close-
mean like
What do you mean?
like
friends.
friends. Like I don't.
It's hard for people to move in. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got you. I legitimately got confused because you said I'm not close to people. But then you said except for my family and friends
touching
or
me,
my
bro.
girl. You know, Elijah.
No, he
Caleb,
touched me with
stop.
the flowers, bro.
Stop.
I'm moving, bro. You
Stop,
a
Caleb.
friend, bro. So funny.
So what you're saying is if they're not already in,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thomas, if they're not already in, like it'd be really hard for them to move in. How'd your girl get in? Because she wasn't in originally, right?
Yeah, but like it took some time.
Okay, that's fair. Are you guys listening to Thomas? This is really, really
yeah, he
good.
said yeah, but it takes a lot of hard time.
I never even said that.
It takes
Well,
like a lot of time or
takes
something.
a lot-
I heard time.
What he's saying is like really good. Okay, so I do want you guys to pay attention. What Thomas is saying, he's saying there was a time where, I mean, obviously you didn't know your girl from like when you were born, right? So there was time where she may have been out here, right? And then for whatever reason, she moved in here, and then moved in here, and eventually she got in there, right? Right? But that took, what do you say it took? A lot of what?
A lot of
A
time.
lot of time. Why did it take so much time? Why was this not overnight?
Like Elijah said, I don't trust these females.
Okay, you didn't trust her, right? So when she was out here, wherever she was, like maybe you were attracted to her or whatever, you're kind of curious or whatever, but I don't know you yet, right? Then you had some conversations with her, you spent some time with her. The more conversations, the more time you spent with her, the further she moved in, and now she's in here. Is she actually in here? Okay. What if, I don't want this to happen, Thomas. I don't want this to happen. But what if, hypothetically, she betrayed you?
Oh,
Like in a big way.
Hey,
Then what would happen?
I can't even say that. I'm going to prison.
Okay. I mean, I understand what you're saying though. I mean, it would be really bad, right? It'd be really bad. It would be a victimization towards you, but if you're gonna go to prison, you're gonna have some agency going back, right?
You're gonna have more than just an agency. You're gonna have
Okay. Here's why I wanted to bring that out. Here's why I had that conversation with Thomas. There's high risk. You guys listening? There's high risk when you let someone in. But it has the potential for high reward. But it's also very high risk.
What's the reward?
Well, possibly a spouse, possibly a family for Thomas someday. I don't know. I would assume she's not just going to be some, his girlfriend, his girl, like forever. I mean, she may be always his girl, but future will show and the relationship will grow and it'll come closer and closer and maybe a lifelong relationship. I mean, how cool would that be? Lifelong relationship? Good night. So that's the high reward. But because he's let her in, it's high risk. The danger is, and this is what some people will do, the danger is because of pain, because of hurt, what they do, and this is kind of what I thought you were saying, Thomas, at first, but you weren't. Because of pain, sometimes people say, this is as far as I'm letting anybody in. That's it.
man.
Because of pain, because of betrayal, whatever it is, they say, I'm going to build a wall. You got me? I'm going to build a wall around my inner, and I'm not even going to let people in this close to me. I'm going to build a wall because I don't want to what? I don't want to get what?
hurt
I don't want to get hurt,
or betrayed.
which would cause a world of hurt, right?
Those two
What?
circles seems like that's where you get your trust. Like that's where you put trust in the people. When they're your friends and when they're that close to you,
Uh-huh.
that's when you start to trust them more.
But they have to what first? Or eventually, you say earn it?
Earn it, or
Right.
yeah, I guess earning it is the same as building trust.
Showing it, proving it. Yeah, that kind of thing. Maybe earn isn't a real good word. You know, maybe them proving that you can trust them. Maybe that's a good way to say it. Okay, very good. All right. Oh man, my papers are all flying around here.
Sorry, you only have one more to do, right?
Is that right? It's possible. Okay, I want to give you 3 qualities to look for your inner circle people. Oh, let me say this real quick. What is the danger, before I get into the qualities, what is the danger of building a wall around here and people try to get in and they just bounce off? What is the danger there? What's the problem?
They're gonna stop trying. They're gonna stop trying to get like.
Yeah, that may be, yeah.
Could be.
You become lonely.
Say it a different way.
Depressed.
You become depressed.
Give me a stronger word.
You become
You want to kill yourself?
Alone.
Like
Isolated.
Deadpool.
Okay?
Suicidal.
I mean, that would be the behavior of the nth degree. Yeah.
Come on, Roddy, just say it.
This is more fun for me.
Wait, let me guess. What's the question?
So what's the problem if you put a wall around your, we'll say your heart, whatever, your innermost being, and you say because of pain, because of I've been betrayed before, or I'm afraid of being betrayed or whatever, I'm just going to keep everybody on the fringes. I'm not going to let them in. I'm not even going to give them the opportunity to earn my trust. What's
Yeah.
the problem with that? Going through life in that way. What's the wrong?
You'll be in denial.
Let me answer it, bro.
Go to Elijah. I'm listening.
Oh no, I noted because.
We said words like,
What does it start with?
well,
I know what it is. You can't get in my head right now.
well, it's not just one word, but you guys were dancing all around it. So you guys said like depressed. You guys said alone, even suicidal, those sorts of things. What did I?
Not Pine View appropriate words.
What did
How
you
about
say?
that?
Your social what?
Interactions.
Okay, you're getting real close. What did I say in the very beginning?
Social
It's-
depression.
It has something to do with.
We're social animals.
Okay, right. And so if we say no to that, we are going against what?
Our nature.
Hold on, I'm not, Gabe. I know you want it, Gabe. But just chill, chill. Go ahead,
You can't see me win.
Elijah.
Let me win, bro.
No.
I can't see
You
you.
didn't even
Win.
know the question at first.
Let me win.
All right, Gabe, you got a 30-second timeout. Elijah, all right, you're real close. Keep going. About our nature.
Social animals. What else?
So if we're social creatures, right?
Yeah.
That means we're going against how we are,
Going against our nature
or
and how we're social beings.
right.
We're built.
It goes against our design. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh, design.
Here's what's wrong with that. If you have a car and you use it in a way that it's not designed to do, how well is it going to do?
It's gonna go bad.
What if you took like my car, my Challenger over there? What if you hitched up like a plow to it, like a tractor plow, and started going out in the fields with my Challenger? What would happen?
Bro, you could do
I wouldn't
it.
even do that. I would just start going skirt on the highway.
I'd go maybe 5 feet, right? Because my wheels would just be spinning. I'd be stuck in the mud because I'm using my Challenger not in the way it was what? Designed. What if I took a tractor that's supposed to be on that plow,
And turn it into a
took the
sports car.
plow off, and just started driving a tractor down the highway and wanting to go home? It takes me an hour and 15 to get home
Waterboy
in my
did it.
Challenger.
It'll take
How
like
long-
3 hours.
It would take a lot longer than in my Challenger, right? Because that's not what the tractor's what? Designed for, correct? So if you say because of pain, I'm not going to allow people into these inner circles, I'm going against my design, and you will be those things you said. Depressed, alone, miserable,
Suicide.
maybe suicidal. The danger is, what is this in here again? It's high what?
Risk.
Risk.
But it also can give you high what?
Reward.
Reward. Okay.
It can make you.
Okay. Let me give you these 3 things and then we'll be done, okay? Where am I at? Man, my papers are getting all blown all over. There we go.
Oh yeah, what happened in the middle?
That did not work out last time.
The what now?
The middle prize.
Oh yeah, I didn't really like that either.
I like
Yeah,
I
we'll
think you should start drawing popsicle sticks.
Trying
You should try that once. Maybe not every time, but try it once.
I'm open for trying new stuff with it.
Yeah, like you did that experience.
Or just get like on your phone, like the generator app, like the spinning, just spin it.
Yeah, wheel spinner.
Put everyone's
Hey,
name
what
in
if you
it.
get a real
And then
one?
bring it
What
to
if you
land
get a
on me
real
every
wheel
time.
spinner?
Like an actual wheel, yeah, tick, 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 tick. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Alright, bet.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Not today. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way, but we'll figure something out. All right, guys, ready?
Moving
3
on to
qualities for someone in your inner circle. You ready?
Wait, this is a pod question?
Well, I mean, it could be. I don't announce them, but okay. 3 qualities to look for in people that you want in your inner circle. You ready? Number 1, they have a track record of good character. I don't mean they're just showing good character right now. I don't mean they just went and did something good yesterday. I mean they have a track record of good character. Their life, imperfectly, but their life is moving in a positive direction. Make sense? They have goals, they have plans, they have ambitions. Now they're gonna make mistakes, but when they make mistakes, what do they do with those mistakes?
Exactly.
They look for solutions, they change them. They don't what?
Stay the same.
They don't deny them. They don't allow them to stay the same. They own them. I messed up. Or I allowed myself to get into a situation where I messed up. Make sense? Yes, Junior?
That's a nice one.
Can I be the judge today?
Bro.
Maybe. Have a seat. We'll get through the lesson then maybe.
What he said?
So they make mistakes, but they learn from them. The major aspects of their life are ones that you would want for yourself. Doesn't mean you don't want to, totally mimic them. It just means, okay, they have these things and they have this character and, they have these types of relationships and they have this type of career and whatever. And I'm not going to mimic them, exactly, but I would like those types of things in my life. They treat people well. This is all under number 1. They treat people well. One way that I can tell someone's character is how they treat waiters and waitresses. You ever been with someone in a restaurant and maybe they got something wrong, and then you watch the person, how they deal with that wait staff? Sometimes they're kind about it. Sometimes they don't say anything. I don't really care for that either. Like if they totally get your meal wrong, I think it's okay to say, hey, I ordered this and this is how it, but be nice about it. And the wait staff most of the time are like, oh, sorry, we'll fix it right away, right?
My grandma is so nice, she gets her food for free half the time.
Sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes that happens.
Stop it.
But I want to know what type of person they are, because I want to see if they have a track record of doing good, of good character, okay? Number 2, this is another quality that I look for someone that I want in my inner circle. I want to know if they're a little further along in life than I am.
What do you mean by that? Like older
I'm
than
glad you asked, Gabe.
Older
I'm
than
glad
you?
you asked.
Like age-wise?
It can be. It could be age, possibly.
Wiser?
Or like maturity.
Yeah, all that. They could be wiser. They could be more mature, which isn't hard to do for me. They simply could be older. Maybe they're just further along in their career or maybe their education or that sort of thing. And I would want to see that they've gone a little further than I have, because what am I about to do? I'm about ready to walk that same path in my own way, right? But I'm going to walk that same path. So I'd want to know that relationally, financially, goal-oriented, that sort of thing, they're a little further than I am. If I'm always looking, so to speak, up to people who are further behind than I am, how is that going to motivate me to keep moving forward? Is it or is it not?
It's gonna make you
It's
move
not.
backwards.
It's gonna
It
make
might
you
make me
wanna
move backwards, right? Because they may be behind, so to speak, maybe their career or relationships or whatever, and I'm going to see that as the norm, especially if I've let them into this inner circle, right? I want people, maybe not right in my inner circle, but man, I want them on the fringes of the inner circle, because I want to see what they're doing, and I want to be able to call on them when I need help or guidance or wisdom or whatever, okay? The third thing, well, I'm sorry,
Bro.
No,
that last one?
pay attention, remember?
I don't know, I was just talking.
I just zoned out.
Obviously, I won't ask the question if I don't remember what I said. Well, number 1 was they have a track record of good character, right? Okay. Number 2, what did I just say? They're a little further along in life than I am.
You're not allowed to help them this much.
Well, I'm just, I'm giving them the lessons. I
Challenge.
want them to learn, I mean, yeah, I want the, I want them to
Writing
learn.
it down.
I'm not.
Number 3.
I'm taking mental notes.
You say number 2.
Well, I'm not, he says.
Mental notes.
Okay, I'll say it one more time and then I'll be
They're further
done.
along in life than you are.
They have a track record of good character. They're a little further along in life than I am, and these are these people. These are these people. Okay.
No, I want my cookies.
I got one more. I got one more. Where is everyone going? What's happening? Elijah, have a seat. Elijah, have a seat. Thank you, sir. Number 3, you ready? All that doesn't matter if they're not honest. That's like my number 1. Anyone that's going to get close to me, I don't even care if I disagree with them. I would much rather them disagree with me and we talk about it than for them to try to deceive me or manipulate me. Because then all the things about their good character, about their track record, about how further along in life they are, if they're dishonest about life, they're not going to help me because I can't trust it. Does that make sense? They need to be honest. If they're not honest, they're not in. That's kind of like a motto of mine. If they're not honest, they're not in. Okay. I have a whole nother page and a half.
No.
But that doesn't mean that.
But
That doesn't mean that.
We took a quite
Are
a
you,
long time.
you're feeling very Christian today, and
But-
you're feeling grateful.
but I'm
Wait,
gonna,
wait, you should do the rest to see if they forget this.
but I'm gonna stop there. What time is it, Gabe? What time do you have on your watch?
4:11.
Is it really after 4?
Yes.
You lying.
All right, I believe you. Okay. All right, guys, ready? Pay attention prizes. You ready?
Yummy.
Now, don't forget, after pay attention prizes, you still have small groups, okay?
Whoa.
See my hand, right?
To go?
I don't know.
Under a tree?
It's up to your small group. Where's
see
the
my hand, right?
Where's the question?
Yeah.
Like good. Rodney, you can see my hand.
You and your- are you gonna help me judge today? If you help me
You got to
judge,
the video walk. Got
if
to
you
the
help me
video.
judge, you can't win
Hey,
the prize.
Brooklyn's
Well, it's
judging.
okay.
Okay, is that okay? Okay.
Wait, Brooklyn judge. Come on, let Brooklyn judge.
I'm taking pictures.
Gabe, can you hand that to staff for the?
You can see my hand
for the
good,
paper
right?
Yeah, I'll do it after this.
Okay.
You're not. No, he lied.